All right, let's talk about a word. A word you probably use every single day, and when so common, you've likely never given it a second thought. But hiding inside this one simple word is a pretty amazing story about how our language works, and it all kicks off with one question.
So here's where we start. We usually think a word has like one job, one clear meaning, but language is so much more clever and flexible than that. And it's often the most common everyday words that are secretly leading these double or even triple lives. We're going to pick just one to see how deep this rabbit hole really goes.
And that word is stomach. I mean, you know it, you use it, you literally have one. It feels so solid, so dependable, right? But before we even get into what it means, let's start at the very beginning. What does it even sound like?
So check this out. Phonetically, it's stomach. And right away notice that chi at the end makes a hard K sound. That sound is our starting point. It's like the raw clay before we shape it into anything meaningful. It's the absolute foundation for everything else we're about to build.
Okay, so now that we have the sound down, let's start adding some meaning. And we're going to begin where most of us do, with stomach as a thing, an object, a noun. This is the version you definitely learned in science class.
First up, we've got the super scientific definition. It's that internal organ, right? The muscular bag inside you that gets to work digesting your food. It's precise, it's biological, seems very straightforward. But even here, just sticking to the physical, the word is already starting to stretch.
Because think about it, we also use stomach to talk about the outside of our body, that whole area we might call our belly or our midsection. When someone says they got punched in the stomach, they don't mean their actual organ got hit. They mean that general external region. It's a small change, but it's a really important one. The meaning is already expanding.
So, okay, we've got it figured out then. Stomach refers to a physical spot, whether it's inside or out. It's a noun. Plain and simple. Case closed, right?
Well, not so fast, because this is where our simple little word takes a wild and fascinating turn. See, stomach isn't just something you have. It turns out it's also something you do. It's not just a noun, it's a verb. And this verb? Well, it has almost nothing to do with digesting food.
And there it is. That is a huge leap, isn't it? We just jumped from a physical organ inside your body to this completely abstract idea, tolerance. To stomach something means to put up with it, to endure it. We've gone from the body to the mind, from something literal to something totally metaphorical.
This example just nails it. When you say something like, I can't stomach her cooking, what are you really doing? You're borrowing that physical feeling of indigestion, that queasy feeling in your gut, to describe a purely emotional reaction. It's a brilliant metaphor that perfectly connects a physical feeling to a mental state. That's just how clever our language can be.
Okay, so we've seen stomach as a noun, and we've seen it as a verb. But a word never really lives in isolation. To get the full picture, we have to zoom out and see where it fits in the bigger puzzle.
Let's take a look at this table here from the source material. See where stomach is? It's right back where we started, under internal organs, sitting there neatly between the liver and kidneys. This visual just grounds us, It's a great reminder that even with its exciting, metaphorical life as a verb, its main job is still being a noun.
So what's the big takeaway here? After this whole journey with just one word, what's the point? Well, it actually reveals something really profound about the power of simple language itself, which, by the way, is the entire philosophy behind the basic English source we're looking at today. And this is the key, right here. The source for this explainer uses really clear basic words, but it's not about dumbing things down. It's actually the opposite. By laying it all out so cleanly, the hidden complexity, that incredible jump from a body part to an abstract emotion, just becomes crystal clear. Simplicity is actually a tool that helps us see deeper.
And that just leaves us with a final thought for you to take with you. Stomach is just one example. I mean, think about other simple words we use all the time, like heart or head or hand. What kind of double lives are they leading? Turns out, the most basic parts of our vocabulary are often the most complex and surprising. So next time you use a simple word, just pause for a second. You might discover a whole new world of meaning hiding in plain sight.